Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are once again going to be discussing the upcoming panel that will be happening at this year's San Diego Comic-Con event for Ninjago and Dragons Rising, and what exactly we can expect as Ninjago fans from this panel. Now, in case you guys have not been made aware, yes indeed, a panel is happening for Ninjago at this year's Comic-Con event. It is currently scheduled for July 24th, and it is called LEGO Ninjago: The Adventure Continues. And again, we do have this description attached to it as well, which does reveal a lot of what will be addressed in the panel and a lot of what the panel will show. However, I feel like this is just the very tip of the iceberg, and we will probably see more than just what is featured here. Just given past panels and past events for Ninjago like this, I think we can expect a lot more going into this panel than what is shown off here. But before we get into all of that good stuff and what exactly this panel might show us, let's go over once again what will be shown. First of all, we have ourselves a new scene that is confirmed to be canon, taking place at the event between Kai and Wildfire. Both of these characters' voice actors will be on the panel, and they will be doing a live scene that will supposedly actually be canon, at least according to the actual description. Now, there has been a little bit of discussion and a little bit of controversy surrounding what exactly this scene is and the fact that it's even happening. Some people find it kind of awful that Dragons Rising will have a canon scene presented at Comic-Con through a paywall, but I'm sure the panel will be uploaded at some point to YouTube. Things will be relayed regardless, so I feel like eventually we will find out what exactly this scene is about, but we know for sure that it's happening. We also know that there will be some discussion surrounding the 15th anniversary, but in terms of what it could be, well, it could be a hint towards the upcoming anniversary sets, which we know are indeed coming out for the 15th anniversary of Ninjago. But again, considering that most of the people on the panel are involved with the TV show side of things, I kind of feel like maybe there will be something more announced here. Like I've speculated before, maybe a special for the 15th anniversary. For the 10th anniversary, they were talking about doing a remake of the pilot episodes in the modern day Ninjago art style. Maybe they will do something like that for the 15th anniversary. But either way, we know for sure that the 15th anniversary celebration will be addressed at the panel. What exactly is going to be happening though in regards to that 15th anniversary, we don't know for sure, but I feel like we might see some unexpected stuff go down at the panel involving the 15th anniversary. I feel like we will also get some vague hints towards Dragons Rising Season 4, considering that last year at the Comic-Con panel for Ninjago, we had some vague hints coming from the writers for Dragons Rising Season 3. And again, considering that the same writers are on the panel this year, I think we can indeed expect to see some hints towards Dragons Rising Season 4, maybe a brief synopsis at the very, very most, but I feel like they will keep things very brief, very vague, as to not spoil or reveal a whole lot ahead of time. But I feel like since all of the discussion surrounding Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 2 is kind of just overdone at this point, given that the episodes have been leaked for a little while now, maybe it would be more interesting to talk about some Dragons Rising Season 4 stuff. Maybe they could hint towards the villains, maybe hint towards some of the upcoming sets as well that we know for sure are coming out in 2026. Maybe if they are teasing the 15th anniversary sets, maybe they could also tease the Dragons Rising Season 4 sets as well. Either way, like I said, I do expect some vague Season 4 hints. But speaking of Season 3 Part 2, this is where it gets interesting, because I'm not sure what to expect from the Season 3 Part 2 discussion. As of the time of recording this video, neither episodes 19 nor 20 have been leaked. However, they could always leak before the actual panel happens, which means that the panel itself might be a little bit empty in terms of Season 3 Part 2 discussion, as to not spread around spoilers or, again, talk about content that is illegally leaked out there. I feel like, especially since the Dragons Rising writers are on the stand for the panel, maybe they will try to just reference stuff that is out officially, and I'm not sure how much of Season 3 Part 2 will be addressed, unfortunately. Like, for example, last year they showed a clip at the Comic-Con panel for Season 2 Part 2. The clip was eventually put up on the official LEGO YouTube channel after a while, but still a clip was shown from Season 3 Part 2, because the episodes had not been leaked as of the time of that panel. Sure, later on, after that panel, like immediately the next day, the episodes leaked, but at the panel, they were able to show a clip because they could. The episodes were not leaked yet. But this year, again, we are potentially looking at every single Season 3 Part 2 episode getting leaked before the panel, so I'm not sure how much they will show or tease from Season 3 Part 2. It's also worth mentioning that maybe we could see a trailer for Season 3 Part 2 at the panel. I know some people are expecting a trailer for Season 4 for some reason. I doubt that's happening because, again, the next release is Season 3 Part 2, so maybe we could see a trailer. Last year, the trailer dropped the same day, the morning before the panel, and we had more hints coming from the trailer dropped at the panel itself. So maybe we could see something similar happen this year. Would not be surprised if we do get some type of Season 3 Part 2 trailer talk, especially if episodes 19 and 20 are not leaked by then. Maybe they could go in depth with more detail surrounding what exactly goes on in the trailer. Again, especially if it relates back to Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 2, episodes 19 and 20 content. And finally, I'm sure we will have a Q&A segment at this panel. However, I'm also kind of confident that it might get canceled this time. Now, if I was on the panel, if I was in charge of the decision making here, I personally would not have the Q&A section, just because I feel like, again, following the leaks, with most of the Season 3 Part 2 episodes having been leaked already, I'm not sure if I would want questions just randomly from the audience, because the questions might be about Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 2, and it would be kind of awkward to be like, no, we can't answer that, moving on. Then again, they could always put up a disclaimer at the beginning of the Q&A section saying, hey, we are not talking about leaks here, so ask about anything else. I could totally see them doing that. Maybe they will have questions ahead of time that they want to answer from social media. Maybe they will do some type of poll regarding questions. There are ways to do it, and there are ways to make the Q&A section work. I'm just curious to see how it's going to go this time with, again, all of the leaks that have been happening. I'm surprised, quite frankly, that they are even doing a panel at all, considering, again, all of the Season 3 Part 2 leaks. But again, according to the description, it'll be about a ton of stuff. But like I said towards the beginning of this video, I feel like this is only scratching the surface as to what exactly this panel could show us, and I feel like there will be a lot more. I, for one, am very much looking forward to this event. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, it's going to be very informative, and I will for sure be covering this panel extensively when it happens later this month. But leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments. What exactly are you expecting from this panel? Aside from the obvious stuff that was pretty much confirmed to be a part of the panel, what else do you think could be revealed at this panel? What else do you think they will talk about? What do you think they will not talk about? Leave all of your thoughts down below, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.